Hey guys, Josh here. In today's exciting episode, I'm diving through a skip bin. I've been chucked in the bin. Did you know in New Zealand, building construction contributes 50% of landfill waste? Every house we're building adds about 4 of these skip bins to the landfill. And this year, we've got 9 builds on the go. So that's 36 bins sending to the landfill just from J&K sites. And like when you think about it like that, that's disgusting. Right, Sam, I've got an idea. Last night I was thinking a lot about the Julienne visit and recycling, and I think we need to do something. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do, but I've got an idea. We need markers, we need gloves, and we're gonna use some offcuts to get some signs. Let's go up to site. Right, let's go. And we're gonna need some bins. Let's go to Mitre 10 and go in stealth mode. Right, one glass, one plastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need this one?
Nah.
Okay. Look at that, perfect. Perfect for you. You can see why people don't do this sort of thing. Last night I thought it's not a good enough excuse to say I'm busy and then not do anything. So I know that this is not the perfect solution, and I know that it's not a long-term solution, but it's a starting point to finding, you know, strive for progress, not perfection. We've got to start somewhere and do something. Let's go to site. Like in principle, it's like, yeah, save the offcuts and like be wise on site. But the sheer volume of stuff that you use, like the lockup there is filled with crap from the last 3 or 4 years that we most likely won't use. It's too good to chuck out, but it's not usable on any site. So, and I keep saying like, oh yeah, maybe one day later. And you saw like when we set up the office, we used the offcuts on the wall. We keep as many things as we can for as long as we can, but the volume of stuff that builds up, it's just insane. But in saying that, we still need to do something. And so last night, that's where I came up with the idea of like, what can we do now? Like kind of like what low-hanging fruit is there that we can chip away at while we work out the rest of the answers. And what I'm hoping is that, like if we can start this kind of discussion and this type of thinking in our company at J&K, then that'll start a bit of momentum. But first, we hydrate. Man, that's good water. So this is a good example. We can save all of this stuff. That can go back today. So we'll literally save, I reckon, half of this bin. Let's put this in the cardboard bin. step one of the plan is called analysis and lead by example. I mean, like, if I'm gonna try and make guys on site start using these bins, first of all we need to work out what's in this bin that we can actually recycle easily. Can you recycle these? No. So that I reckon we'll put in one of the buckets. Look at that, I've even got two right hands.
So how much rubbish do you think goes in the bin on a typical day?
Hey Dan, when did this bin get here? So this is like 3 or 4 days worth. I mean, obviously it changes. Once we've filled up these bins, we're going to need to work out what to do with them. I'm under no illusion like half an hour on site in one bin is not going to change anything, but also it's a starting point. By like getting in here and working out what we can recycle, and then working out, right, these are the buckets we've got, now we've got to work out where they're going. Guys, who's not composting their bananas? Typical tradie. Got my ciggies, got my coffee, and it goes in the bin. Not anymore on J&K sites. My videographer hasn't been on site. Guys, I know I don't have the answers, but I know I want to be a part of the solution. Even if it means spending a Friday afternoon in a skip bin. Like, we have actually almost like annihilated the bin. Even look at this plastic strapping. You know, all the stuff that comes to site comes in like cardboard boxes or plastic wrapping or crap like that. And then the problem is that. Did you know in New Zealand, building construction contributes 50% of landfill waste? Every house we're building adds about 4 of these skip bins to the landfill. And this year we've got 9 builds on the go. So that's 36 bins sending to the landfill just from J&K sites. And like, when you think about it like that, that's disgusting. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I don't have all the answers, but I know that right now with a few little ideas we can work towards reducing 1 bin per site. If I can remove 1 bin per site on my jobs alone, that will reduce 9 skip bins. But you know what? That's only phase 1. Phase 2 is to half our rubbish. 2 of these bins per building site. I reckon phase 3 will be going 1 step further and we can get down to 1 bin per site. I want to reiterate, I don't have the answers. We're not doing the perfect solutions, but I want to work towards finding them. Compost your bananas, guys. We've got 5 piles going, 6 piles. Cardboard, and we've got to keep the bigger boxes and take them ourselves today. We've got plastic, we've got wire, and we've got metal. We've also got over there a pile of offcuts of iron, and then in here we've got the plastic sparky rolls. Yeah, it's a good start.
Oh well, it's massive.
The skip bin was up to here before.
Yeah.
I literally climbed in and the rubbish was at this high, and we are now like, we've got about that much of a layer on there. So we've just spent the last 2 hours dealing with the bin and loading it up, and so that's 2 of us. That's 2 times 2, that's 4 hours. 4 times 4 times more manly. So,
4 times.
no. So 2 of us have just spent the last 2 hours, that's 4 hours, 2 plus 2, loading this up. And so obviously it takes time and it takes effort, and I get that time is money, and that cost has to be covered somewhere. Not only that, we just spent 250 bucks on wheelie bins and orange bins, and now I'm gonna have to drive all that stuff back. But like I say, the problem is worth starting somewhere and finding an idea. You don't have to have all the answers at the start. You just have to take the first step. Catch me on the vlog in 10 weeks and I'll be like, got recycling coming out my ears. I'll go from selling houses to trying to pawn recycling off to people. So I'm going to blast out an email now, pretty much saying from this point forward we're going to recycle. New policy, now onwards, J&K. Our plan to go from 4 skip bins per site to 1 skip bin per site. Boom.